Welcome back to Halftime Report on CNBC-TV18. Now it's time to get to that commodity conversation, and Manisha is joining us, and with her is Rahul Mehta, MD at Silver Emporium. Manisha, over to you.
Well, thank you so much for that. And silver, we're talking about that because that clearly has seen a very, very volatile move in the last 24 hours. Sharp declines almost at the edge of breaking 60 and back at around $62 an ounce at this point in time. And there you have it. It's declining again. Rahul, with the kind of volatile moves that we are looking at in silver, how difficult is it to do business right now?
It is always tough because that kind of volatility always drives the customer because they are looking at stability in the prices when they're buying material. And what we have seen in last 1 month, we have seen is there's always a downward content. At every rise, there's a lot of pressure on silver, and we are seeing correction in silver. $60 is acting as a strong support, I think. So if that holds on, and if there's some stability in the market, we will see demand coming up. But definitely, in last couple of weeks, we have seen retail demand picking up. But for that, I think the prices needs to be stabilized. Otherwise, even that would be disturbed over a period of time now.
Oh, absolutely. It's half of where the silver prices were at an all-time high in the month of January, and it's been a sharp decline since then. Rahul, you said retail demand is picking up. In what quarters, what are people buying in silver?
So I would say because now with the festive season coming up, and there are a lot of weddings coming up, there's a lot of demand for silver dinner sets, silver gifting. There's already started picking up. So majority of that demand is coming with the replacement of silver. It's not that new silver is bought. A lot of consumers have their own silver, which they have bought at lower levels, which they're exchanging with the new stuff. So that kind of demand has already started. We are seeing that demand coming to the store. And that's a very good sign, an early good sign, I think. So we have seen a lot of retail customers coming to the store after maybe, if you see, last 2 months has been for the industry has not been really good. But after seeing last 3 weeks with the consumers coming back to the store, it's an early good sign for everyone.
You said 2 months were not good at all, and the last couple of weeks have been good. Even if you look at the last couple of weeks, what would you say is the major quantum of business right now? Would you say you are at 50% of a normal business or less than that?
So if I compare it with last 2 months, I think so we are seeing a growth of about 30% in terms of volumes. So that's a good sign for us. But if you compare with last year, definitely the business is down by 25 to 30% in volume terms.
All right. As compared to last year, it's 30% down year-on-year basis, but the last 2 months, it's gone slightly better. Rahul, what's your sense really on the imports part of it? Because the kind of restrictions that we are looking at in imports, clearly the positive is that it will bring the import bill down. But for silver as an availability, where do we stand right now? Where are we headed?
So I would say there's enough silver available in the market. There's a lot of recycling silver is also there in the market because for prices to stabilize or premium to increase, the investment demand has to pick up. And that is something which is a major cause of concern for everyone because we are seeing investment demand not picking up. People still don't have confidence in terms of where the prices will head in going forward. So till the retail demand picks up in terms of investment demand, we won't see any premiums in the market.
Silver usually doesn't see a lot of recycling as a market. What is the overall tonnage in sense of silver right now, in sense of recycling percentage? Yeah.
So I would say in terms of if you look at last 4 months, we are seeing that the exchange has gone up by 40%.
And what is it usually?
So usually it's always 10 to 15% at the lower levels, but now people are a little skeptical of buying silver at the higher levels with the volatility in the market. They want to exchange their old silver to the new purchase they want to do right now.
There also was a huge trend about silver jewelry coming back into the market, gold-plated, silver with stones and semi-precious stones, etc. Is that really picking up?
So I think so. The silver jewelry market is expanding. The expansion is mainly because of the number of stores which are adding in silver industry. Because now with the gold pricing being so high, there are a lot of silver stores are existing gold jewelry brand who are expanding into silver. So it's more about number of addition of stores which are happening due to which the demand has been created. But definitely, if you see going forward with the festive season coming up, the silver jewelry demand will also pick up in a very big way.
All right. Rahul, you're telling me that there is store expansion and that is the reason there is demand in jewelry, not so much from retail buying, is it?
Yes, that's because there's a lot of interest of number of stores which are added. I think so. If you see last 6 months, the number of people who want to open the silver store, if we say it has gone by 300 to 400%. So those are the number of stores which are going to hit during the festive season in the market. And usually those stores are going to cater to the gold jewelry demand because of the gold prices are being high. The consumer who are going to shift from the gold jewelry to silver jewelry, they are looking at capturing this market.
All right. Rahul, also, so you're anticipating demand to pick up from the month of August. June is not so great. July would just about start getting it there. But August, September, October, and then, of course, Diwali and the New Year is what you're looking at. What is the sense in volume that you anticipate to do in the next couple of quarters, or let's say next 3 quarters, because the demand continues till March?
So if I say from August to October, that is always one of the peakest season for silver demand in India, because a lot of festive season, a lot of vendings, Diwali, there's Varma Lakshmi, there's Navratri. So that is a period where the majority of the silver buying happens throughout the year. So that quarter usually forms 50% of the entire demand throughout the year. And we are seeing that kind of demand to definitely be there with silver pricing. If the silver pricing being stable as they are, demand will definitely pick up.
All right, in hope of that. Rahul, thank you so much for joining in. So clearly some concerns coming in for the silver business. Remember, last year it was the trade to do. Almost everybody seems to be getting in. But as he says, 40% is now exchanged, old silver coming back into the market, and demand estimates for August to October as of now on the higher side. But with that, we'll go for a short break. When we come back, we will get you into our special Crypto Corner segment. We'll focus on the key developments in the space.